Hi, this is lecture costing paper number 15 for costing CMA final. We will see further problems in the costing paper in the product life cycle costing. So up to illustration number 4 we have seen. Now we will explain this illustration number 5 here. So here the company is considering to purchase a machine of 3,50,000 cost. It feels quite confident that it can sell the goods produced by the machine as to yield an annual cash surplus of 1 lakh rupees. Right? There is, however, uncertainty as to the machine working life. So there is an uncertainty for the working life of the machine. A recently published trade association survey shows that members of the association have between them owned 250 of these machines and found the lives of the machine vary as under. So one association is having 250 machines and their life is changing as per this table. Number of years of machine life, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So and number of machines having given life. So the number of machine given this life for 3 years is 20 machines. Number of years life is 4 years is for 50 machines. Like that, this table is given. So for the total of 250 machines, this is the segregation. Fine. Assuming that the discount rate of 10% of the net present value of each different machines is as follows. For the machine life 3, the NPV value is minus 1,000. For 4, it is 33,000, minus 33,000. Like that, this is given. So you are required to advise whether the company should purchase a machine or not. So that is the advice we need to give. So here, like what happens is, so for the 250, the main point is the life of the machine will vary and he is not certain about that. So okay, how to compute this? So like a computation of NPV of an asset considering the probability of life of the machine. So for this, okay, and here it is given as year 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the NPV value is given as it is like 1,01,000, okay, minus 1,01,000, minus 33,000, 29,000, 86,000, and 1,37,000. We need to calculate the probability of the life of the machine. For the third year, so if it is number of years of the machine is 3, its probability is 20 by 250, right? Because if the life of the machine is 3, only for 20 machines out of a total of 250 machines. So the probability is 20 by 250. So if you multiply this with the NPV value, the expected value will get 80,080. So if you multiply with A and B, we can get the expected value. Okay, similarly for the 4 year, so if the life is 4 years, the probability is 50 by 250. So 50 by 250 into the present value is minus 33,000, which is minus 6,600. Okay, and for the 5th year, it is 100 by 250 into 29,000 is the NPV value, which comes to 11,600. And for 6th year, it is 70 by and 250 into the NPV value of 86,000. So it is 24,080. So, and for the 5th year, it will become 5,480. The total value will, if you add all these values, you will get 26,480. So we are getting a positive expected value. So the decision is the asset should be purchased. So that is the decision, because if we get a loss or negative value, then we should ignore it. Otherwise, as we are getting 26,480 as a positive value, we can go for it. So this is a problem here. And next one, we can go for the target costing. So this is in the target costing, we need to calculate the target cost. with the given figures. So this is the important formula is given here. The target cost is equal to planned selling price minus required profit. Okay, sometimes in the problems the target cost and required profit will be given, and we need to calculate the selling price and vice versa. So we will see the problems, we will get more understanding of the target costing. So in the illustration number 6, B, a manufacturing company, sells its product at 1000 rupees per unit. Okay, due to the competition, its competitors are likely to reduce the price by 15%. So there is heavy competition in the market, and it is expected that the competitors are going to reduce the price by 15%. So B is our manufacturer wants to respond aggressively by cutting price by 20% and expects that the present volume of 1,50,000 units per annum will increase to 2 lakhs. So our manufacturer want to be more aggressive than the competitors, so he want to cut down the price by 20%, and the volume of the volume, like the sales volume, he's expecting that it will go from 1,50,000 to 2 lakhs. So, and B wants to earn 10% target profit on the sales. So he wants to earn 10% target profit here. Right. So here the information is given as the expected volume is 2 lakhs and the target profit is 10%. So in the problem also given, it is direct material cost is 400 existing and the target is 385. Direct manufacturing labor per unit is 55 is the existing value and the target is 50. Direct machinery cost is existing 70 and the target is 60. Direct manufacturing cost per unit, the target is 495. Also it is given that manufacturing overheads, number of orders is 22,500 and the target is 21,250. So 80 rupees per order is also given. So number of orders are 21,250 and it is 80 per order. Also the manufacturing overhead of testing hours is also given. The testing hours is 30 lakhs is the target and it is 2 per hour. And units reworked is 13,000 is given, it is 100 rupees per unit. So the manufacturing overheads are all allocated using relevant cost drivers. Other operating costs per unit for the expected volume are estimated as follows. Amount is given, research and design is 50 rupees and marketing and customer service is given as 130 rupees. Total together it is 180 rupees. So in the question it is asking us, required is calculate the target cost per unit and target cost for the proposed volume showing the breakup of different elements. Number 2, prepare target product profitability statement. So these are the two questions asked in the problem. So yeah, so here what is the information is given? Like what is the information given is the sales volume is 2 lakhs is the target and the manufacturer wants to earn 10% on the target. Okay, so he want to earn that profit. So how to solve this problem? So here product at 1000 per unit is the selling price is given, right? So here the target selling price is 1000 less 20%. So here in the problem it is given that he want to reduce the price by 20%. So already we have existing selling price is 1000 per unit and he wants to reduce 20% of the selling price. So if you reduce 20% on 1000, the new target, the new selling price will become 800, right? Okay, 1000 less 20%, it will become 800. And also B wants to earn 10% target on the profit on sales. So if you see less target, profit margin is 10%. So 10% on 800, it comes to 80. So the target cost should be only 720. Okay, so this is the target cost per unit. So we need to see how this target cost is divided. We can see the breakup here. So for the target, it is given as direct materials, labor and machine costs are all it is given as 385 and 50 and 60 here. So this is given already in the problem, right? If you see that the target cost for the direct material cost per unit is 385 is the target. Similarly, direct manufacturing labor cost, labor per unit is given as 50. Direct machine cost per unit is given as 60. So this is the direct manufacturing cost is 495. That is that is a 495 is given here. Fine. To that we need to add the manufacturing overheads. So manufacturing is overhead is given like here. It is number of orders is 21,250 is a number of orders. So for per order it is 80 rupees per order is also given. So total manufacturing overhead here we can see. So ordering and receiving is 21,250 is the number of orders into 80 rupees is a per order. So and we need to divide 2 lakhs 2 lakh units per year, because B company is expected to sell 2 lakh per units. So we can get manufacturing overheads orders like ordering cost per unit we can get. So it is 21,250 into 80 divided by 2 lakhs. So which comes to 8.50. Similarly for other costs like testing is given. Testing and inspection. The testing hours are given as 30 lakhs. 30 lakhs are the testing hours. So for each hour we need to spend 2 per hour. So the testing cost will be 30 lakhs into 2. That is 60 lakhs. 60 lakhs divided by the number of units is 2 lakhs. That we know. So 30 lakhs into 2 divided by 2 lakhs. 2 lakhs units, which comes to 30 per unit. That is for testing and inspection. And also one more manufacturing overhead is there, which is rework. Units reworked is 13,000. 13,000 units for reworked. Means that there is a defect in the problem and they have to change something in that product. So for the units reworked is 13,000 into for each unit. It is costing around 100 rupees per unit. So it is 13,000 into 100 divided by 2 lakhs, because 2 lakhs is the number of units. So which comes to 6.5. So this is the rework cost. Fine. So if you add all these manufacturing overheads, which comes to 45. So total manufacturing cost is 495 plus 45, which comes to 540. This is the total manufacturing cost. In addition to that, in the problem it is given another 2 overheads like research and design and marketing and customer service, which comes to 180. 50 plus 130 is 180. So that also we need to add. 50 plus 30 is 180. So when we add 540 plus 180, the full product cost is 720. So this is the breakup of this target cost. So this is the solution for the problem for the bit A. And also he is asking us to prepare the product profitability statement. So it is a very simple statement here. It is, we have 2 columns. One column in the first column it is like particulars, per unit and total units. So here we have 2 lakh units are already there for the target costing. Okay, targets. And first you go to the sales. Sales is 800 is okay, is a selling price. Okay, target selling price is 800. You know that, right? Okay, this is 800. So 2 lakhs into 800. 2 lakhs into 800 comes to 16. Okay, 16 crore size. So yeah, 800 into 2 lakhs. So okay, similarly we need to calculate the cost of goods sold. Okay, okay, for the sales it is given as 800 into 2 lakh. Okay, 2 lakh units, which comes to 1600 lakhs. And for the cost of the goods sold, direct material is given as 385. So already it is given, right? It is given as okay 385. So 385 into 2 lakhs. Okay, and like which comes to 770 lakhs. Okay, like that we need to prepare the cost statement. Okay, direct material, direct labor, direct machine costs, and also the the manufacturing overheads. So we will get the okay, and we will get the gross margin for 16 lakh minus 10 lakh 80,000. Sorry, 1080 lakhs. So which comes to 520 lakhs is the gross margin, and to that we need to deduct the operating cost also. So R&D cost and marketing and customer service. These two costs we need to deduct. So we will get number 5, operating cost. Operating profit of 160 lakhs. This is operating profit. So this is for the answer for bit 2, which is given as okay profitability statement. Okay, this is a solution for this question. Yeah, thank you.